It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed.
Really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming. They try and run for the first down with Jones. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he'll be taken down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Now, and he's in! J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Scott now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
They'll go again with Swift. And he'll work this forward to the 35. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. Third down, 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will finally run him down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's going to keep it himself, and he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put Addison in motion. Again, it's Jones. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Third and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Give up the middle with Swift. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off play action. Here's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rodgers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll put Addison in motion. On first down, here's McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack. And we're still here in the first quarter.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. To the air once more is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll be taken down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he surges. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On the give, it's Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A run here with Swift. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9. They'll run with Swift. And he will dive into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this 1st half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's across midfield. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Moore going in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's to the right side and incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And 3rd down coming up. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is gonna be hauled in. He's got it. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Viking. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Scott now on the return. Ho-ho! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Second down and 3. A play fake. Now Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll go again with Swift. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Ball sitting at the 7, 1st and goal. Throwing again, Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Williams to the air once more. He keeps it up, and he will score. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears go up by 7, 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
And he'll take this across the 30 to about the 32. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports.
Weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. On the give, here's Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Swift gets it from the pistol. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Third and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Now McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down. Now a handoff, Jones. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jonathan Owens able to make the play. Again, it's Jones. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. On the draw, here's Jones. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and fourth down's coming up.
In these situations, Mike, you really just have two options. You can either try to force the issue and push the ball downfield, looking to get past the sticks, or the second option, which you saw here, try to catch the defense in pass mode, sneak a draw. In this case, they're ready for it. No gain, fourth down.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score. Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Second and 7. They will run it over center with Swift. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent, but here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, here's McCarthy. This one complete to Oliver. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Play action now, it's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. They gain 18 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Here's McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance. On
3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch, and that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection, and they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That one taken in. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rodgers. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Moore going in motion. They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the right side, this is Jones. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. Third and a yard. Off play action. Here's Williams. open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Swift. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Swift. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Swift. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.